Tony, we need to talk. I can't believe you're still married to Natalie. She's not right for you. How many times do I have to tell you that she's just not a good wife for you?
Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah, of course. What's up?
I saw Natalie today, whilst I was out shopping, and she looked to be spending an awful lot of money. She had quite a few bags with her, and I even watched her walk into a salon where she was probably going to get her hair, nails, and who knows what else done.
Okay, and is that a problem?
Of course it's a problem. She shouldn't be wasting money like that. She should be giving it to you so that you can spend it how you want to.
Is this about me being unemployed again?
Oh, I am not blaming you, dear. I know that you worked as hard as you possibly could. It's not your fault that your boss couldn't see your potential. But whilst you're unemployed, your wife should really be giving you all of her money to do what you want with. It's the role of a woman to provide for her husband whatever he needs. So Natalie going off and getting pampered really isn't okay. She should give you that money so that you can go and get pampered if you want to.
Mom, that makes no sense. She's worked hard for that money. She pays all the bills and rent. She pays for food and gas for the car, and if we go out, she has to pay for that at the moment as well. So if she wants to treat herself a little bit, then I'd say that she more than deserves it.
That's the problem with you, Tony. You're too sweet and soft. But the fact of the matter is that Natalie, whilst earning for the both of you at the minute, is simply not distributing her money properly. And so, if she won't agree to give you everything, then I think that you should leave her.
Excuse you?
Well, I just can't believe you're still married to her. She's not right for you. How many times do I have to tell you that she's just not a good wife for you? The fact that she'd rather spoil herself than spoil you just proves it.
It doesn't prove anything. And I can't believe you'd suggest that I divorce my wife simply because she's earning a bit more money than me at the moment. I mean, we've talked about this before, Mom. I love Natalie, and we're happy together. So please don't try to interfere in my relationship and make things harder for me. I'm already stressed enough being unemployed. I don't need you adding to my misery.
But sweetheart, can't you see how much happier you'd be if you left her? She's holding you back. You could be so much more without her.
At the minute, all I'd be without her is broke and probably on the streets or living with you. Not exactly what you'd call the best scenarios, right?
I wouldn't mind if you moved back in with me. We could have fun. I'd have my little boy back under my roof. I'd cook all of your meals for you, do all of your laundry. It honestly is the best place for you to be at the moment. Plus, you know that you can trust me because I'm your mom.
Look, as much as I'd appreciate that, and I do love you because you're my mom and all, but I don't really want to move back in with you. I'm happy with my life with Natalie. Sure, I might be going through a bit of a rough patch at the minute, but she's been there for me 100% and has supported me through everything. There really is no one better that I can think of being with. I really do love her.
No, you're a mama's boy, and she's taking advantage of that. She's trying to separate us. I didn't say anything at first because I wanted you to be happy, but I just think that Natalie isn't a good fit for the family.
That's not what you think at all. You just don't like the fact that I have another woman in my life who I love.
She's just a family ruiner. Can't you see that?
Okay, I think that maybe you need to go and calm down. Think about what you're saying, and then once you stop being so, well, argumentative, I think you should apologize for all these accusations you've been making.
I'm not making any accusations. They're all true.
No, they're not. Now, I'm gonna go. I'm quite busy. You can talk to me when you can be more civil.
Fine. Natalie? Hello. It's Dorothy, Tony's mom.
Hi, Dorothy. Yeah, I've got your number so it comes up with your name when you message. How are you?
Well, there's no need to be so condescending, is there?
Huh? I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm sorry if you thought that's what I was trying to do.
Whatever. Look, I didn't message you for just a general chit-chat.
Oh, is something wrong?
Yes, there is something wrong.
What is it? Nobody is sick, are they? Or had an accident?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, then what's the matter?
I'll tell you what the matter is. You are.
Huh?
You go around acting like you're some big shot. Like you're the most important person in the world, but you're not. And you're especially not the most important person in Tony's life. I am.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not surprised that you don't. You're not the brightest, are you? I just mean that you are the one causing problems in my family. A family that I don't think you're suited for.
Where's all of this coming from? I've been married to Tony for 3 years now. Surely if something was wrong, you'd have told me from the start.
Well, I wanted to, but I didn't want to upset Tony. He means the world to me, so his happiness is paramount. But lately, I just don't think that you're conducive to his happiness and to him having a good life.
But why not? I'm not a bad wife. I do whatever I can to make sure that Tony is happy and that we are happy in our relationship as well. There's nothing else really that I can do.
Well, for starters, you can give him all of your money from your job.
Huh? What?
You heard me. He deserves all of the money that you earn on a daily basis.
Well, as a couple, we share our finances, so I don't really see the problem there.
No, not share. Give it all to him. You need to pay the rent and the bills, and then whatever is left, you need to give to my son.
But how is that fair to me? I'm the one who's gone out and earned all of that money with my hard work. I don't see why I should have to give everything up to Tony.
It's what a good wife should do. You're his wife, which means you serve your husband, no matter what. So if Tony hasn't got work at the minute, it means that he can't earn money, which means that you need to give him yours.
But relationships don't work that way.
I see. Well, there's one other way that you could help him.
How's that then? I want to make sure that I am doing what I can for him, because I know that this is a difficult time for him. So if you know of a way that I can help him, then I am willing to listen.
Okay then, you can divorce him.
What?
You heard me. Look, it's really affected him to lose his job. Show him your support and comfort.
Tell me, what do you need to be quiet?
Huh?
I really don't want to talk to someone who is trying to ruin my marriage. I love Tony, and I'm not going to divorce him just because you said so. So what do I need to do for you to be quiet and stop spouting all of this nonsense?
You can't talk to me like that. I'm your mother-in-law. You need to respect me.
I will respect you when you actually start to respect me. And when you don't go around telling me to either give Tony all of my money or to divorce him if I won't do that. What kind of person says something like that?
It's for the best. All you are trying to do is separate me and my son, but I won't let you. He is my son first, not your husband. You could never love him like I do.
Do you actually know how hard I work for my relationship with Tony? I wake up every day at 4 a.m. just so that I can get ready for work, which I leave for at 6 a.m. every day. I then work all day until 6 p.m., at which point I come home and either cook for Tony, if he hasn't that day, although he's usually good at doing the dinner at the moment. When we're both working, we swap the days on who does it. And then lately, I've been helping him sift through jobs to try and find something that he would like to do and what he would be qualified for. All the while, I am paying for literally everything in the house. The bills, the rent, the food, you name it, I'm paying for it. So yeah, actually, I think I can love my husband just as much as you do as his mother.
Oh, please. I could do all of that with my eyes closed. Tony would be much better off divorcing you and moving back in with me.
Right. That's it. I'm done talking to you. Please don't message me again, as I won't bother to reply.
Oh, so you're just going to be ignorant now? Huh? How mature of you. I'm sure Tony would be interested to see how you treat his mother. Natalie?
Okay, Tony, look, I know Dorothy is your mom and that you love her very much, but she has crossed the line.
Natalie, what's wrong? What has she done?
Your mom has just messaged me telling me that I need to divorce you because, basically, I'm earning too much money and you're feeling insecure because of this?
What? That's not true at all. God, she was going on at me earlier about how I needed to divorce you and saying that I would be much better off without you, which is total rubbish. I told her to go away and not to message me unless she was going to apologize. I guess she didn't learn her lesson, though.
It's not okay that she's trying to split us up. We need to do something about it.
I know, but what can we do? I don't want to just obliterate my relationship with my mom because I love her, but at the same time, I want to teach her a lesson and make sure she knows that it's not okay to try and meddle in our relationship. She also needs to get over this whole obsession with me moving back in with her, because no matter what, that would never happen.
Well, I know that, and so do you. But you're right. She needs to learn that fact as well. And I think I know the perfect way to make her see sense.
So, Tony, have you considered what I told you to do? I can get the divorce papers for you quite easily. A friend of mine has a son who's a lawyer, so it wouldn't be difficult to get what you needed. That way, Natalie can stop ruining our family, and we can go back to being happy.
Mom, that's not what she's doing. Natalie isn't ruining our family at all. If anyone is ruining our family, it's you.
Huh? Me?
Yup, you heard me. You constantly make things difficult for Natalie whenever we come to visit you or there's a family vacation, and you make it difficult for Natalie. You also make it difficult for me. She's my wife and you're my mom. I don't want the two most important women in the world to me to be fighting all the time, but if you're gonna continue being horrible for no reason, then I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands.
I've sacrificed so much for you, and this is how you repay me? By choosing her over your own mother? How is that fair in any way? I mean, don't you feel a little bit emasculated being the one without the job, whilst your wife works and makes all of the money? You must be a little annoyed at that.
Not in the slightest. In fact, I'm incredibly grateful to her for all the help that she's given to me over the last few months whilst I've been unemployed. But neither of us will have to worry about that for much longer. In fact, I'll be the one making all the money soon whilst Natalie takes time off of work.
Oh, I see. As soon as you're working again, she gets to sit back and relax and spend all of your money? Is that right?
Nope, not exactly. After all, she can't expect her to work when she's heavily pregnant, can she?
Hang on. What? Natalie's pregnant?
Yep, we found out a couple weeks ago, but we wanted to wait until the first trimester was over before telling anyone anything.
Oh, congratulations. I can't wait to meet my grandchild.
Yeah, about that.
Yes?
You won't be meeting anyone, let alone our child, just yet.
Huh? Why not?
Because we don't want your horrible behavior rubbing off on our child. Your behavior towards my wife is deplorable. I don't want my child being taught that her mother is no good and then coming to me to ask me to divorce her. And frankly, I'm sick of your overbearing, demanding attitude. I'm never going to move back in with you. I'm not going to divorce my wife, and I'm not going to demand that she give me all of her money like some 1950s housewife. Me and Natalie are a team, and a strong one at that, and we'll face all of our problems and challenges together. And not you or anyone else is going to ruin that. Now, you can change all of this if you just work on your attitude and how you talk and act towards my wife. If you start to be kinder and actually stop trying to control my life, then me and my wife might be willing to let you meet our child. Until then, though, I think you need to give my family some space until we're ready to talk to you again. I'll still visit you every now and then, but it'll be on my terms, okay?
You can't do that. It's not fair. That'll be my grandchild. I have biological rights to see it.
No, you actually don't, considering me and Natalie, the kid's parents, are still alive and therefore have final say on what happens with our baby. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an interview to get ready for, and I have a really good feeling about this one. See you later, Mom.
No, wait. We can talk about this. Tony.
Like I said, I cut my mom off from my family until I felt like she could at least be civil towards Natalie. As for my wife, her pregnancy flew by, and before we knew it, we had a beautiful baby girl to treasure and look after. We both love her with all of our hearts. She hasn't met my mom yet, as she still hasn't learned to act nicely, but it's only her who's missing out on such an amazing little girl. It just goes to show that whilst your child might always be your child in your eyes, they will eventually grow up and get on with their own lives and create their own families, and nothing can stop that from happening. The best thing to do is to just support your child no matter what and enjoy the special moments with them.